Kiyoya Fujita has roared back to take the win on Toledo Bend. Not only does he take home the trophy, he also got himself one of those coveted century belts. We're going to talk about how he did it, talk about the baits that he used, and then we're going to get into just a little bit of ongoing controversy on the Elite Series. So number one, how did he do it? Day one, he came out of the gates like a house on fire. He had an offshore spot where he was fishing some timber, and he was casting in this timber, just absolutely killing it. He was ahead by, I think, 3 pounds on that first day. Like often happens in these tournaments, people hear things, and the traffic started to come around, and locals showed up to his spot, and some of the pros even showed up to his spot. So he had to move off of that to a creek mouth and started doing well. Was able to keep himself in the hunt, although he was not in the lead on day 2 and day 3. Now when day 4 rolled around, the final day of fishing, he went back to that original spot, back to his original strategy, and put together a phenomenal bag. All told, we're talking about over 100 pounds of bass in the boat. Just an absolutely phenomenal performance. And he was battling tooth and nail for that 1 and 2 spot. Absolutely incredible. So let's talk about the baits that he used. He used 2 baits mainly, and I believe almost exclusively. And these might be a little bit tough for us to find. One of them I have not been able to find anywhere except on Japanese retail sites. So number one, he used a Jackal drift fry. That's a pretty cool little bait, soft plastic, and the other was a Depps Sakamoto shad. He rigged them both on a 1/8 or 3/16 ounce Kitech super round jig head. Pretty solid strategy that he just rode all the way to a title. Let's get to this controversy. There's an ongoing debate about forward-facing sonar, things like the Garmin LiveScope, using these types of things to locate bass. Fujita definitely used his LiveScope, so much so that he was really targeting specific fish. I read somewhere, I don't know how true this is, but I did read that he had up to 6 operational forward-facing sonar on the boat. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I haven't really spent some time thinking about it. Obviously, people who have been defeated by somebody using this type of technique are going to be upset. I know some traditionalists don't like it either, but look man, things change in every game, and they've changed in this one. LiveScope and things like it are changing the way that people fish and the way that they're able to target certain fish, specific individual fish in the lakes. And it's not going away. The toothpaste isn't going to be put back in the tube. That genie's not going back in the bottle. This is the way that fishing is going to be for a while. So I don't think it takes away from the sport of having to figure out how to get them. It does at least help you find where they are, and then you can start eliminating techniques as you go. So does it make it easier? Yes. Is it a magic bullet? I don't think so, because everybody on the trail has access to it. So it's not unfair, like only Fujita has it. Everybody can use the technology. He used it better this time. We'll see what the future brings, and if any rules changes happen with this type of technology. I don't think it's going to happen though. I think this is here to stay. So that was the tournament. Let me know, have you used LiveScope? Do you use LiveScope? And what are your opinions on using it in tournaments?